Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Truly Rotten Potatoes. Firstly, we'd like to apologise for last week's broadcast. It was really hard to hear. Obviously, anyone who made it to the end heard that we offered $1,000 to someone who finished it. No one emailed us, so I think no one made it. Sorry to the subscribers we lost. Sorry to the sponsors that we lost. But we're back, and we're sounding good.
We lost that Raekwon.
He was going to
sponsor the show.
So this episode is brought to you by Truly Rotten Potatoes, the podcast where Canberra's 4 most handsome movie critics talk about the films that have 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And this episode, we watched a film from 2003, I want to say. Some would say the best year of history. And it was called National Lampoon's Gold Diggers, a direct-to-DVD comedy movie. Now, we can give you a bit of backstory about National Lampoon for those who don't know. It was started as a satirical magazine.
Yale University.
Harvard, I believe. A spin-off from the old Harvard Lampoon by Doug Kenny. And then it turned into a big thing that had TV shows and
have we got any
magazines.
Cambridge over here?
Cambridge over there.
How do you do,
Those
sir?
are different countries. This was definitely American.
Monty
You can watch...
Python
What was the
started
movie on
at
Netflix
Harvard.
about Doug
It was
Kenny?
called A Stupid and Futile Gesture.
Yes.
It was,
David
I
Wayne.
recommend that
David
movie.
Winnings.
David
good.
Wayne and the
Joel
Stella Gang.
McHale plays Chevy Chase.
That's right.
Which is...
So
Wait,
the National Lampoon...
Is that actually good?
That's pretty good, yeah.
I liked it.
It's about
I
the,
liked watching
it's about
it,
the
yeah.
guy who started National
Yeah.
Lampoon, yeah.
Just gonna
And
watch it one
then,
day.
so they made this magazine, and then they became really big, and then they started making movies, and they did the
So
Caddyshack.
how big did the magazines get? Were they like room-sized?
Lots of
or?
multiple pages, color articles.
Yeah.
We're
Wait-
talking
wait a minute.
advertising.
Do we-
Not novelty size.
Sorry,
though.
guys. Just sorry
They
to
shut
backtrack.
down the
but-
rest of Yale University just to
Just
run their
to fit
magazine.
one. Wow, that's
Okay.
cool.
Do we introduce ourselves on this podcast anymore?
Yeah, but firstly, people need to
Declan's
understand the
trying to
history of the
put so much out
Lampoon.
We need to
okay?
know what the Lampoon is.
Right? So we go...
I'm not at fucking Harvard.
Like,
Declan, you don't need to...
You know,
I'm not here to learn.
Please,
if you had
Yale.
gone, they would have taught you
National
this.
Lampoon was started by Chevy Chase in
They
1978.
made a magazine. It kept getting bigger. And then they couldn't fit it in
Then they were
Yale.
making movies.
And then they made
right?
like Animal House and
Caddyshack.
Crackerjack.
No, Crackerjack. That was the Australian
Makes my
wing.
laugh.
And then they went into these vacation
Let's
movies.
get
So
Skase.
when people hear National Lampoons
Let's get Chevy
as
Chase
a
was
movie
the original title.
they think that vacation movies.
Yeah.
So you might think, oh, Gold Diggers, is that like the 8th vacation movie? The answer is no. It's just under the same umbrella that went from making vacation movies to making these like direct-to-DVD kind of college sex comedy, American Pie type ripoffs. And that's
roms.
where we land in 2003.
Sex, rom.
Does the movie touch on how like the name gets tarred and like dragged through the mud and stuff? as it
No,
gets
Doug
older?
Kenny dies before that happens.
So maybe that's
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
happens.
Doug Kenny All Stars with Tim Ferguson. Is that his name?
Yes.
Don't forget your toothbrush.
Don't forget your toothbrush.
Don't forget your toothbrush.
And 2 other men,
Paul McDermott?
Paul McDermott,
Paul McCartney.
and Mr. Squigglehead.
I know what you're talking
The Sandman?
The Sandman with
Oh, the
Squigglehead
Sandman.
on it.
What are we talking
Doug
about?
Anthony All-Stars.
Rowan
The
HG.
Doug Anthony All-Stars.
What the fuck is that?
That's a comedy
The-
group
the-
that
the
Morgan
comedy
just
trio.
listed
Oh, that
the
was a-
members from.
Yeah. It's Good News Week.
Oh.
They went on to Good News Week.
So wait, you're telling me Tim Ferguson and Paul McDermott were in like? Oh, that's
And the
horrible.
other guy.
Very close friends. That's how they came up.
Yeah.
That's how they...
I just
the
thought
fact
they
that you
were
heard
like.
of them
went
now-
I
to-
thought they
they
were
went to
equally
uni.
as annoying to me because they're so similar, but
Oh.
they're so similar and equally annoying
Because
to me
they
because
went
they
to
came up
ANU
together.
and started
Yeah,
a comedy
that's right.
review.
They lived in
just
our
like
city.
National
Just like
Lampoons at
National
Yale.
Lampoons.
No.
And so we
It's
come
Good
full
News
circle.
Week. Fuck,
back
that guy's
to-
voice just annoys me.
It's Good News Week. Do you think
Hey,
he's,
and welcome to another Good News Week.
he probably did sing the theme song, right? He fancied
did,
himself
yes.
as a bit of
No,
a
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
that's
song
him.
and
He was
dance
the song
man.
and dance.
Because what was the band? He was in a band, right?
The Doug Anthony All-Stars.
That's right.
That's a terrible name for a band.
Who
And
is
why
Doug
are they
Anthony?
call that?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I guess
Anyway.
I think that was their dad's name.
Anyway, I'm Declan. Welcome to the show. Who else we got?
John.
Paul.
And Ringo.
It's me, your boy Hayden Quinn. Just a quick little shout out to all the honeys out there in Radio Land. I want to say a special smoochy smooch to you.
And I'd like to
Mash
say-
those potatoes.
I know that we're not that podcast anymore, but I would like to say hello to the Tomato Files.
Yeah, if
Because
they're
it's
still
been a
out
while.
there. Yeah.
I think
We've
they're still
neglected
out
them.
there. Just because we're not out there with the same name doesn't mean they're not still out there listening.
I think a lot of them refuse to make the transition to the new show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still waiting on that salsa sponsorship.
Yeah.
They need to be chevied along. Is that an expression?
Yes,
You know what
did,
sucks?
did
Yes,
Old
it
El
very
Paso
much is.
ever respond to you?
Old El Paso did respond, right?
They just said stop emailing.
And they were, no, but that's the thing. Like they were like, yeah, well, like this is fun. We'll pass it on, and then we get that damn
Cease and
claim,
desist.
and scared them off because their potato salsa did not go
had
well.
them on
Now
the
hold
hook.
on. Is it possible that Old El Paso got your request for sponsorship for our old podcast, Truly Rotten Tomatoes, and then said, "Yeah, we'll pass this on
We're gonna have to
the
censor
company
that.
Rotten Tomatoes, and they will fucking bring you down." And is that how it happened?
This is going to be a minefield of beeps and
I
bops
just
because I'm going to
realised-
have to
wait.
censor every time you say tomato. We can't even say the word tomato anymore.
Do you think the reason that, like... Sorry, it's just clicking for me that our abuse of the trademark Rotten Tomatoes, like...
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Alleged,
Is
yes.
cool.
We've
Like, is the reason that... Don't worry about it.
what
we're
the reason
so-
that we
that we're so
lost
cool.
a
That we
That we
have
lost our
millions of
life
listeners.
savings. Yeah.
Is that why?
Look,
like,
the-
was it just a coincidence, or do you think the SEO on that name is good?
I think it was all based on the quality of our show. That's
Okay.
where all our fans came. And the fact that we changed the name and none of the fans followed us is just bad luck.
Yeah.
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 It's an SEO thing. It's a Google search thing, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I think
SEO.
I've only gotten good responses on Truly Rotten Potatoes.
Okay.
So, I mean, on the name.
Oh, okay.
Not on the quality of the podcast.
No, that's severely dropped. That's, we're dropping the ball, guys.
Now, the podcast is stronger since the name change.
I think that, look, I think I'm the best member of the podcast.
Oh,
You're in the top 3.
Oh, cool.
Ringo thinks he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
He's
surprise.
gonna say that to-
Where have we
Why
heard this
don't,
one?
why don't we
Sean
talk this
Paul.
out? Who do you guys think is the best?
I
on the
reckon I think it's me. I reckon it's. I got to be honest. I think it's me.
I think I'm pretty good, though.
I think it's me.
I think we all bring different things, and I just happen to bring the most of them.
Yeah,
I think-
the
and then
smallest
we
quantities.
distribute them best.
I think that we all
yeah.
have our own strength, and it's equally represented
But I
amongst
am
the
overall.
four of
I'm
us.
the strongest,
No,
Yeah.
you're the physically the strongest.
and
Mentally
mentally,
the
and
weakest.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Morgan,
yeah.
you're the only one who cries after almost every episode.
No, that's just because I care.
It's because you gave so much to the show.
It's because I have to listen to it and edit it together and change the pitches of your voice because you
Look,
always insist that you sound too
I
feminine.
like that this has stoked up a little bit of conversation. So let's go a little bit deeper into more controversial questions. Who do you think has the blackest pants in the room right now?
Oh, don't.
You know
I
what
knew
I
this
mean?
was coming.
You
I
know
knew
what I
you were going
mean?
to say it. And it's because of your boots that offset your pants that you think it's going to offset.
And just
My
how white
heart.
your skin is as well. The contrast.
The pasty white.
I gotta say, yeah, I mean, your pants aren't even as black as your shirt, man. Look at how black these pants are, man. Like,
If you're listening to this right now and you do want to vote on who your favorite member of the show is, we're on Instagram.
Text 1919
We're on
332
Facebook,
if you
we're
think
on
Morgan's
Gmail.
pants are the
Wait,
juiciest.
are we voting for who's the best or who's got the juiciest pants?
I mean, just send us
Juiciest
anything.
pants.
Send us
Give
anything.
us some
13,
correspondence.
72.
You know what I really like
That
about
13,
dark
13,
pants?
32.
Dark pants are good because you can piss on yourself and no one will
You can
know.
piss and poo your pants on
Isn't
the almost
that shit
daily.
yourself?
Yeah.
isn't that the joy? You're wearing tan pants. You go to the toilet, you piss all over your pants.
Yeah.
That's
you look in
bad.
the mirror,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, and you gotta wipe water all
That's
over
the
it to make it.
worst.
Oh, sorry.
That's sort of the kind
the
of
paper
thing.
towels were out. Black pants, just piss in your pants.
Hey,
Yeah.
Black Pants reminds me of Black
Panther.
Panther.
I love the Black Panther. Did you hear that he passed?
He passed.
Passed wind.
Wind.
And speaking of passing wind, there was plenty of that in the potato that we reviewed tonight. Which
Hey,
was-
who do you think's got the biggest glasses?
No, who do you think passes the most wind out of us for?
No, go on, Morgan. That segue was great.
Yeah.
Sorry to accidentally.
So
No,
you,
that's all right.
National Lampoon's Gold Diggers.
Gold Diggers.
Do you remember
I mean,
how it started?
it
We watched
starts-
it together.
It starts with two guys describing their lifestyle in Las Vegas over a montage of images of them enjoying those same
Yeah.
enjoyments in
There's
Las
a
Vegas.
little animation, and it was like, there's 3 things that matter in life that I care about. sex and money and love, or was it love and money and sex, or like that was the opening joke, right?
Yeah. He couldn't prioritize the three things that he felt were important
It was
in his life.
at that moment I knew I was going to love this film.
And they're orphans and they're best friends. I think they don't have any mummy or daddies in the
Yeah,
picture.
they're both problem children.
Yeah.
And then I got like
They had parents, but they were like, my mum met my dad at a rock concert, and their relationship from meeting to conceiving me to breaking up was 2 hours long. There was kind of,
that was definitely a
Wait, are
line,
they
and then-
twins, these kids?
No, they're just separate. They both had
Separate
like
separate.
he was like, and my best friend Cal, his mum got banged in a toilet stall, and then he was born.
Oh,
so
I
they just
thought they
both
were
had
brothers.
shitty lives. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
But then they had a brief little thing where they were like, we got raised by this nun, Wolf. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's one of the first things tying it to another Rotten Potato film, Problem Child.
Yeah, but the nun didn't have any role later
No,
on. Like
no,
you thought
no.
that she might
Yeah.
have some sort of.
But I
Some
just thought it
further
was
role.
interesting that like the start of that was pretty similar to that. I mean,
Who was the actress that played the nun? She looked familiar to me. Was it Umbridge from Harry Potter, or like
some
old
crusty
bag?
old lady.
You know
I don't
Harry
know.
Potter. You guys know Harry Potter.
Nah.
Yeah, we went to school together.
You guys have heard of Harry Potter.
Yeah. I touched him.
You touched him.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, he was older than me though, so it was okay because he asked me to.
Well, there's a lot of touching in Quidditch.
Yeah, because it was a no contact thing, but you know, he had the golden stitch, if you know what I mean.
Just passing here. You're late for your potions class.
Okay, hold on, Ron. I'll be there in 1 second. I just got to talk to Snape.
Ron Weasley.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks, hey Harry, wanna play Quidditch?
Dad, is that you? I
Yes,
thought
it
you
is.
passed away in the car crash of
No,
91.
I'm back, and this time, Misa hungry.
Oh no! Where's your brother, Cup Binks? He should be keeping an eye on you at all times.
Does Jar Jar Binks ever say me so horny?
Misa hungry.
Yeah.
Ow!
Didn't you see the crossover with Austin Powers? It
No.
was incredible.
But that was
Wow,
Gold
okay.
Member. This is Gold Diggers.
Gold Diggers is the name of this National Lampoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So, quick background. It stars the Sherminator from the American Pie movies. It
yeah.
stars... That was the main redhead dude.
Who's Sean William Scott's character
Oh, really?
in that movie? In that franchise?
Stifler.
Stifler. Okay, that's what I kept thinking.
No, it's Sherminator.
I've
Okay.
never seen any
He's
of
like
those
the
pie
nerdy
movies.
guys.
I've never had a piece of the pie, as they say.
Spoiler: fucks a pie.
We were talking about doing an Australian one where a guy fucks a cob loaf and he's like, well, I was going to stick me dick in this meat pie, but it would have burned me ball skin off. What do you guys reckon
loaf?
about Australian pie?
Cob loaf.
Did you fuck this cob loaf, Jim?
I think,
Yeah.
Australian meat pie. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good punch up.
That's the one.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Australian meat pie.
Because his dick is a
Or,
meat.
Australian sausage roll. Now we're getting somewhere.
Now we are getting somewhere. What about Australian Vegemite?
Because that's what we call
Yeah.
sausage rolls. We call them Australian sausage
Vegemite.
rolls.
Just going down to the bakery to get an Australian meat pie. Do you want an Australian sausage roll while I'm down there?
Yeah, and we all fuck sausage rolls in Australia.
What about Australian Lamington?
What about the movie?
What about the
Talking
movie?
about the movie?
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, don't let these guys do what they try and do. They're trying to
do
derail
what
it,
Donnie
just
Doe
like they
does.
did the derailed episode of the show. The two main characters in this movie are called Lenny and Cal.
Who's what has Cal played?
Cal was in-
Oh,
the-
right. Was he in Boy Meets World?
He was
did
in
we
Boy
say?
Meets World, and then I think he's just like a voice actor in a lot of things.
Yeah, he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon. He plays Star-Lord, which is a snarky kind of
I'm glad that
witty
they spun that
character.
off into a cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm glad, because after I saw the first movie and didn't watch the second one, I was just looking for a cartoon version of it to watch.
Yeah, and they're kind of not connected, but they look the same.
Yeah. Well, as long as I still get to enjoy Candor and
Nope.
Tree, Buddy,
Yeah,
Groot,
yeah.
Groot, man.
All your friends are there.
and all my buddies.
Rhonda.
Anyway, Lenny and Cal.
The
Is that
ineffable
The Simpsons
wimp?
had been on for like 14 years by the time this movie was made. So, is that a reference to it, or is it just like a classic? like
I don't
I'm
actually know
asking
the
you,
answer to the
Hayden.
question.
Well, then
I mean, I
don't look
appreciate
at me
the eye
when I'm
contact,
asking.
but,
Yeah.
I think it was more a nod to Of Mice and Men's Lenny. and
George?
and yeah, I don't know who Cal was. Cal was from a
Cal
separate,
Wilson.
Yeah, it was Cal Wilson and Lenny from Mice and
They're
Men.
watching Good News
That's what-
Week, and they were like, you know what?
Two separate nods to two separate entities.
So the story of this movie is we got these two dickheads that grew up in an orphanage. They're best friends. They're basically, they want to be rich, they want to have sex, and they want to fall in love. And so they want the American dream, or what they consider to be the American dream.
Yeah, they don't want to be riding the bus with all the
Yeah,
all
they
the
make that
swears.
very clear. They're
people.
sitting on the bus and they're like, we shouldn't be here with these losers on the bus. And then a guy next to them just looks at them like, hey,
Oh, yeah,
He's
and then
calling me a
either
loser.
Cal or Lenny says, "Nice hat."
yeah,
He does say
I like
that.
your hat.
He does say that.
Yeah. So they don't really have a plan to do this. They just do very petty.
Yeah, they think
like
petty
they
crime
rob
is the
people
way
on the
that they're going to
street.
get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is that part of the American dream? I forget.
Well, I
if
don't
it's been
think
updated.
they just want to get to the end point of the. I mean, like it's a childish kind of like teenage boys kind of thing. It's
Well,
like,
it's a
I want
childish
babes
Gambino.
and a mansion and all
Yeah.
the money and stuff, right?
So if you're writing that movie, do you
What?
believe that philosophy?
It is. It's a childish Gambino.
It was hanging in the air, and I
I
really
just hate that fucking pseudonym so badly.
Childish Gambino.
What does it mean?
It came from
It
a
was-
Wu-Tang
it was a
online
Wu-Tang
Oh,
generator.
really? Oh, of course it
I
is.
don't like the sound of it.
I
Childish
hated
Gambino.
Gambino's a mafia
I tried to get
family.
my rap name from it, and it was like Professor Dickhead or whatever. And I was like,
You're like, oh, do I have to do it?
It's so fucking shy.
Yeah.
So angry about it.
Anyway, I really think about this when I watch movies like this. The philosophy of the main characters is like, all we need to do is get rich, right?
Yeah.
Which a lot of people believe in.
Or
I don't
die
know. I
trying.
think that's like a very superficial way to live. But are the people writing this movie, do they subscribe to that belief as well? Are they like, well, I'm writing a character that follows
No,
my philosophy?
It's not Wolf of Wall
Shakespeare.
Street, is it? Like, obviously, it's two guys who are dumb and they're going to try and get money the dumbest way possible.
Yeah. But they literally just rob like old ladies on
Because
the
they're
street.
dumb. They're dumb. We're meant to think they're dumb,
They
right?
grew up on the streets. They got
Yeah.
no morals. I think they even say something about how they don't have any morals early on. Oh, and they grew up in an orphanage.
Have you heard of the concept of the jester? Well, these two are a couple of jesti.
Oh, the Jester is an absolute agent of chaos. Have you seen the Batman films?
Yeah. I love the jester.
Ah, man.
What does he say
Do you
again?
want to know what I got on this face on my scars? So many scars from my dad. This is enough.
The bells on my jester hat keep scratching my face, and the scars are from that.
He always gives himself away.
Yeah.
Would you like to see an illusion with a pen? Oh, I've put it in your eyes.
Look at this,
Yeah.
Squish. The craziest part is that Heath Ledger didn't put on an accent. He just did that in his Australian accent.
Yeah.
And so that character was quite weird for us Australians. He's like, you want to know how I got these scars, mate? Me dad used to chop me up with razor blades. It was fucking off.
He used to be like, hello, Joker here. How are you? That's my best.
Is
Eric
that a knock?
Bana doing
Knock,
Chopper.
knock. Oh, yeah, it's Chopper.
That was
Always get confused between in like superhero stories between the jester and the riddle teller. They're like they're so similar. I don't know.
The Kitty Riddler?
Are they both from the
Yeah.
Batboy times?
Yeah, Starry
from the
Man.
Batboy trilogy.
That's
Batboy,
trilogy.
Batguy, Batman.
Yeah.
Chris Nolan. The Chris Nolan Batboy trilogy.
What about the polar bear? Is it that little guy who waddles around?
Yeah.
The Penguin.
Daniel.
Daniel
photos.
DeVito.
Delicious.
Daniel Day DeVito.
Daniel Day Lewis. Danny Delicious.
Yeah.
Dan Vito.
Daniel Del DeVito.
Is this
John
what the show
Claude
has
Dan
become?
Van
Just word
Dino.
association.
Van
Just
Dino.
riffing.
Ah, childish Dan Vino.
Now we've come full circle. All right, so the movie is.
Hold on, I heard Christopher Nolan was going back and doing like a special edition of all his old movies, like George Lucas would do, where he'd add CGI, but make them more in line with his taste now, which just means he makes the vocals inaudible.
Got him.
He's remixing the audio and just dropping the dialogue track.
That's a hot take.
Anyway,
That's the
sorry.
sound they make
They're
when
in Las
someone
Vegas.
burns.
Oh, I've
They're
got
trying
one
to-
more. I've got one more stupid one. You guys got to do like 4 each. I got one. You know that
You should have
movie?
jumped in when it was time to do it. We're back on track now, Declan.
This isn't silly time, Declan.
on.
You know that movie where there's a guy and he's in Las Vegas and he sees this It's like a piece of paper on the wall that says how low can you go. It's like a limbo competition, but he doesn't want to do it, and he's played by Johnny Depp, and he's too scared to do it. And the movie's called Fear of Low Things in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's good.
Fear of low things in Las Vegas.
Right. that was pretty good.
I wish I hadn't figured out the punchline before you delivered it, though. It could have been
That's
really
your
good.
fault.
I know.
Okay, now make
I wish
the-
my big brain wasn't so quick.
Now do the setup for this punchline. The Dark Knight. What about the Duck Knight?
Quack.
Quack.
Yeah. Oh, what about
That's not a setup.
You said Doug Knight.
Yeah.
They both said quack.
Yeah.
What?
quack?
Holy alliteration, quack man.
What about a slowpoke voiced? No. The guy owns a slowpoke, and it's played by Johnny Depp. But then it gets bitten on the head by a shelter. And it's called Fear of Slow King in Las Vegas.
Where was the fear? You didn't
where's
say
the
that he was
fear?
scared. That's the key point.
And
That's why Hayden couldn't figure it out quick enough.
I didn't want to tip him off.
What about if it
Well,
was
no, he's afraid because it used to be just a slowpoke, and now it's like
Hayden's
I remember
like a
what you've
joke
done,
detective
Johnny.
over here. A regular quack man.
what if it was all the things you just said, but also like he couldn't get into Las Vegas because he'd lost all his papers, and it was like Fear and Slow King plus lost papers.
You've taken one too many steps away.
What if it was one too many steps? All right, so these guys, they're out in Fear and
wanna
Loathing
be
Las
rich.
Vegas, and they're trying to steal handbags, and you can tell they're going down the wrong track.
Did we already talk about how they pull someone's arm off?
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
first handbag, right? So they convince the Sherminator to steal an old lady's purse as she's walking down the street, broad daylight. Not a very creative plan. He grabs the purse, but he also gets a handful of lady's prosthetic arm.
Now, the prosthetic arm is very soft. It's like a jelly arm.
Yeah.
And Hayden made a really
has
good
a
point
grip.
when we watched it, which was
See, not
if you-
only can I pick up on jokes before they're delivered, but I can make good points during
on
movies.
really bad movies. So he's like, "What if you have a prosthetic arm? Why would you ever use the fingers of that to grasp a handbag?
Yeah.
You would use your real arm."
Well, 'cause
Self-conscious,
you
maybe.
can tell that they don't grip.
Maybe she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder. She's got something to prove. She wants to show the world. Oh, yeah, I'm disabled, but I
Yeah.
can still carry a fucking bag
With the disabled
with the
arm.
disabled hand.
And I can give my good hand to give you guys the finger for
That's right.
doubting me.
So she screams as the Stifler steals the bag.
The stiff
Stifler
man.
runs off with the bag and her arm. Uh-oh. And then he's freaked out by the fact that he's now holding an arm, and he goes back to the woman and
You say
says sorry.
Stifler? It's
Yeah.
Sherminator.
I'm calling
He
him
knows.
Stifler.
He knows.
Calling him Stifler now.
Don't correct him. You'll make it
Excuse
worse.
me, but
Can we call him dude?
And so
where-
then the pie, with like cum and semen all over it now, is rolling down the streets
Yeah.
with the arm in its hand.
much like the block of wood at the beginning of Pinocchio was rolling down the street,
Yeah.
trying to attack.
Now, I
people.
have seen American Pie as a teenager, and he does stick his dick in the pie, and you see the
does.
aftermath of the pie.
He doesn't.
He didn't come in the
I was
pie,
just
though,
trying-
did
he? No, he
I was
doesn't
just
get to
trying to
come in the
really
pie, yeah.
illustrate that it was the pie from
But
American
I'm wondering
Pie.
if it would be better if he had come in the pie in that movie.
And then they called it "Come in the Pie" instead of
Yeah.
American Pie, right?
American-
Australian "Come in the
American
Pie."
pie with cream.
Okay, got a two-parter for you guys.
Okay.
What's the craziest food you've ever tried to
Don't.
fornicate with? And
I thought you were going to
also,
say Eden. I totally did not see that coming.
what's the most amount of either prosthetic limbs or handbags that you've stolen? And be honest.
Is that a genuine question? Because
I mean,
I'll tell you.
yeah, take it,
I'll tell you.
take it as you will, mate. Take it as you will.
Oh, this guy's a fucking bastard.
I'll
Let's
answer the
get-
second question first, and then the second question.
Right, listen, wonderful boys. We've got the Black Thunder just down the road. If you're anywhere near Black Mountain, then just come on over and you'll be able to find me. I've got tickets.
All you got to do is
to-
answer one question. What's your favourite food to have fucked?
It's a two-parter, though, because the second part is how many prosthetics and handbags have you stolen in the past 24 hours? We've got Janine on the line. Janine, what do you say? What do you say, Janine?
Hey, so the other day, I stole my husband's prosthetic arm, and I fucked it, and I ate it.
All right, we got the Black Thunder down here at Black Mountain, and if you want to come down, we got free tickets to Skyfire and back to the show.
This is very
Hang on.
camera-centric.
Are the tickets for Skyfire and for Back to the Show?
I've got the only 2 tickets to
Back to the Show.
Skyfire. It is a free event if you want to come down and pay for these limited edition paid seats.
And Back to the Show?
And back to the show.
All right.
You guys are so far from your mics. I feel like I'm leaning
I'm
in.
right
Okay.
on my mic.
I was
Please.
just yelling really loud. There was no way.
All right. Let's fly through a few key points.
All right.
They
So
rob
they're
they
pulling
rob
petty crimes.
Yep.
They rob the hand. They give the hand back. She beats them with the hand. They get arrested. They spend 33 days in prison.
But wait, don't they do something else when I go to... Okay.
Yeah, they come out. They try another one. They come out of prison and they go, "Oh, do you remember what the nun at the orphanage told us about religion and stuff? Yeah, that inspires us to do the right thing." And then it cuts to one of them dressed as a Hasidic Jew, one of them dressed as a nun, wearing female makeup, and they try and rob 2 old ladies. Do they have a gun?
Yeah, they have 2 guns. They both have a gun.
Pistols,
both have
right? Yeah, or
pistols,
like handguns. Yeah. And then they rob the old ladies, but then what happens?
She maces.
So that's right. Yeah.
She maces Lenny.
Then they
and
tase.
They tase him in the nutsack.
Yeah. There was definitely, I'd say, from the year 2000 to maybe it's still going. There was a lot of taser comedy coming out of America. Every movie, like a Will Ferrell movie, always ended up with someone getting tased.
Yeah, that's the beginning of making the injuries more and more refined, I think. Before that, it was all just nads. It was all being kicked in the nads, having large things dropped on people's heads.
Yeah.
That wasn't funny to people anymore. It was becoming too real.
What happened was the industry of big tase got involved in Hollywood and started like giving free tasers to everyone. And so, the Jackass guys were tasing each other on tour, and Rob Riggle in one of those movies. Is that his name?
A lot of money.
Rob
A lot
Riggle.
of money,
He
yeah.
gets tased by Jonah Hill or something. You guys know what I'm
A lot
talking
of money
about.
for the
I've never heard
taser
that
company.
What's
in my
weird
life.
is that this movie came out in 2003, which is like
is weird.
3 or 4 years before
That's fucked.
Tazon Day
And Chocolate Rain.
and Chocolate
Hit
Rain.
the streets.
Wait, is it before? Oh, yeah, right. That is before that.
And of course, a couple of years after 9/11. So you can feel the 9/11 presence in this movie.
There
It's
was
like,
a lot of that.
if we're going to be attacked by terrorists, let's just get rich. Let's live the American dream.
Maybe that's why we couldn't understand the way they went about it. So then they're sent back to prison again.
Again, that's
'cause they
right.
get caught and maced and stuff.
And then the 2 old ladies are at home. They go to see their uncle, who is wealthy because their father invented condoms, I guess is the backstory.
Which is
But the
Doesn't
uncle
make sense,
has
but-
all of the money in a safe, and so they go to the uncle. They're like, "Hey, we're broke. Can we borrow some money?" He's in charge of the trust. He has all of the money, and he's also kind of batshit insane and believes he was in World War II and is obsessed with war and wears all this war regalia. And
Well,
they're trying to talk to him like a human being. Hey, can we have some money? We're broke. And he's just talking about like D-Day and other shit.
So he won't give them access to the money, which is in the safe in his house.
well because he is a syphilitic moron.
Yes.
The syphilis that he had, they're saying that the syphilis has rotted his brain.
So he didn't
And-
wear the condoms that his family invented?
Yeah, exactly. He resents the condom fortune, so he has it all for himself, and he just
Yeah.
is like.
That's not literally said in the movie, but I agree with Mitch's analysis. That's
well,
some
she
deep
says that he
thinking.
had syphilis. I put
Yeah.
it together.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Do you guys know that Al
the
Capone
motivation.
had syphilis
in
and it
prison?
rotted his brain?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when he got to prison, they found out they were like, this guy who's been running all the crime.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. He let syphilis rot his penis and brain.
That's why he
until-
got caught on tax evasion instead of for any of the murders and things that he was involved in.
Yeah,
Well-
no, but apparently all of that was just really easy back then because that guy was a dipshit.
What about Pinky Al Capone?
The Pinky.
Sort of like-
Pinky, Al Capone,
Pinky and the
bum,
Brain?
It's not bad.
bum,
Yeah.
bum.
I think it's pretty bad.
Oh.
Was that meant to be Pinky and the Brain?
Yeah.
What about Red Simon's Grill?
Yeah. If you didn't listen to our last podcast because it was horrible sound quality,
Yeah,
here's
this is what we said.
Morgan did
this is
introduce
a-
his new character, JFU Kennedy.
I did introduce myself to... Nah, it's not happening tonight. Sorry,
Pinky-
boys.
It's not there.
Sorry, guys.
Pinky Al Capone came from Indiana Jones. What about Indy and the Brain? you know?
India.
All right. So what happens is
They're both
the ladies go to their uncle. They don't get the money, and they're
What
like,
can I
"Oh,
do,
we're
Declan,
broke."
to convince you that both of those are good?
I don't think the episode's long enough. How about this? I'll say they were good so we can move on quietly.
Hell yeah.
There's got to be some sort of eyebrow waggle or like a sound like. If you make that sound after anything, maybe
Oh.
20% funnier.
What about Pinky and the Brain?
What about
What a
pink
silly
eye
sound.
and the brain?
Ah, see, now he's stooping to my level.
Yeah. So these two old women, one of them played
Pink eye
by
and the brain
Fran
aneurysm?
Fine's mother in The Nanny. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever seen The Nanny? Not
Miss
Yetta,
Fine.
but the one in between. You know how there's like the mother and then the mother's mother in The Nanny?
right.
Yeah,
No,
she's
so-
the
so
middle. She's the
She's actually Fran's mother.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
So she's blonde and old and I guess has big breasts, which they make a few references
she
to.
likes
I
to
don't
do
notice that kind of thing on women, only on men. Anyway, they don't get the money, so they read the paper.
Wait,
And the-
rewind.
That's what he said. Morgan.
Let's just move on
I
from
heard
that
what
one.
he said.
They read the paper and they see that the two idiots who robbed them are in prison, and they're like, "Oh, these guys were really dumb. Why don't we marry these guys, kill them, and take their money?" Mistakenly thinking that the two main characters have money.
No. They're going to put out life insurance claims on these two guys.
But you don't figure that out. Like you find that out after the fact, right? So there's like a good 10 minutes of you wondering what their motivation is for wanting to like marry the two guys in jail.
Yeah.
It's money, the
Yeah.
American dream.
But then it's explained that both their motives are the same, or all four of their
Yes.
motives are the same.
So
But
then-
also that there's sort of a leader amongst each duo, and the other one of the duo might just be sort of going along with it for
Along
kicks.
the ride.
So the two guys get released from prison because the charges are dropped by these two grannies,
They
and
also
then
send
the
them,
grannies are like, "Come to our house and we'll talk it out." And
They're,
we'll
they're
meet.
of granny age, aren't they? But do they
Yeah.
have children? Do they have?
No, I don't think so.
No.
That's
So-
kind of. I mean, if you ask me, women.
So we
of
can
that-
keep going. 'cause-
didn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone did. Actually, keep going. Or-
I'll do it. I'll do it at the end. I've got a good point I want to make about people of a certain age and whether or not they should have.
really
children
feel like
by
you're
that
doing
time.
it now, though.
No,
Yeah.
I'll do it late. I'll do it at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels like you've done most of it now, though.
Do you want to just
No,
get the
no,
last
no.
bit
That
out?
was just the. That was just the
summary, the
periphery.
trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the circumference.
All right, well, we're nearly
Are
at
we
the basic
doing, are we
plot.
doing
Okay.
peripheries now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
let's do our peripheries.
think.
Hayden, what's your periphery?
No, that's an epiphany, what you were doing just then.
Okay.
Having a good idea.
Yeah.
Out of
Doesn't
nowhere.
happen all that often,
Yeah.
does it?
Anyway, we're so close to just getting the basic plot.
Just getting the juice out of the can.
We got the old lady couple and the young boy couple, and by young boy, they're like 20 years old or something.
One's like, I'm the man of the town.
The other
I
one's
like
the
to
Sherminator.
fuck. And the other one's the Sherminator.
Yeah.
Did we paint the... I don't think we painted the other guy so much, right? He is like the Stifler, kind of.
Yeah, it is basically like
So
Stifler,
it's Stifler and
Sherminator.
Stifler.
If you've seen Me and My Mates vs. the Zombie Apocalypse, then you'll remember Matt Pop played a character who was very similar to this character.
Yeah.
If you know who Matt Pop is.
If you know who Matt
watched
Pop
it.
is, you'll know what this movie's like.
The only way you can know who Matt Pop is by having seen that movie as well. So
And
we got two couples here. We got old ladies and young boys. They both have the plan of marrying one
Each
of the
other.
people in the couple and killing them or letting them die. The young people think the old ladies are going to die in 6 to 12 months, and the old ladies are like, we're going to have to kill these guys. And then they'll get the money from each other. So they both inadvertently have the same plan, marry them, get their money. Neither of them have any money.
Well, the older woman, elder women. How do you do that? The older two women's plan.
The old broads.
The oldies,
No,
their
I'm-
plan is
I'm
better
sorry
than
to any women.
the oldies
any
plan
women.
is better than the young
The old whores that
because
miss
they're
their
actually going
chance
to
to
try
have
and
kiddies.
like they've got a source for their income, whereas the
sorry, Nan.
women are actually broke, and so
Yeah, but the women are pretending to be
To be
fairly
rich, to
wealthy
keep
just to
them-
convince the
That's
guys. So they have this really awkward date where the guys are like, oh, God, they're really old. And the women are like all propped up and wearing like, I don't know, lingerie or like just a nice dress, like really like
Well-
dolled up.
Well,
Trying to seduce.
Fran Drescher's mother. What's her name in the movie?
Fran
Should I
Drescher's
call it? Oh, whatever. Fran's
Fran's
mom.
Mrs.
Oldie number
Fine.
one.
Mrs. Fine.
What about Oldie and the Brain?
She's all... Oh, come on, man. She's got her boobs, like, out, and she's wearing, like, lingerie. But the other lady, throughout the whole movie, is dressed like a little girl.
Yeah,
right?
that's weird.
Yes.
That's the thing that threw me off, because she's got the, like, weird straight hair, and she's
a bit of
wearing,
an
like, little girl
overbite, like
dresses.
the teeth are always out, the whole row, top row.
Well, that's the only thing, because if she didn't have that slight idiosyncrasy to her appearance, she wouldn't be half bad looking. But the other one is disgusting.
She's meant to be. She's meant to be.
No, they both are meant to be. And Fran's mum
I don't
also...
know what you guys are talking about. I was really attracted
Turned on?
to everyone.
Sherman, Stifler, friend mum.
So you can see where this movie is going, is that these two are going to continue to try and kill each other for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Neither of them knowing that it's an ill-conceived plan.
And everyone's really dumb, so they're really bad at it. They keep failing.
Yeah, that's really all that happens.
So
I was about to say, like at the beginning, we may be fucking around a lot and padding it, but
we need to.
Yeah.
there's like 5 more things that happen in this movie. There's not much.
It takes a good 30, 35 minutes to get to this conceit, which is two couples trying to marry each other and then kill each other and not know that the other one's trying to kill them. And then it just does what movies do, which is like, all right, we'll do like 3 examples of that, and then
before
we'll
that,
move on a
don't they
bit.
fuck and then have a dream sequence?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
because they have to get married first.
So
And
they
the
get
marriage
Married,
was-
and
So on the
priest
night-
is fucking...
Yeah.
Great.
On the night of the date, everyone's awkward and hating each other, and they both like forcing themselves to do this because they're like, oh, this is gross. We're going to hook up with these old ladies, and they're like, we're going to hook up with these idiots just to get money. Okay, they're convincing themselves to do it. There's some really dumb jokes about like they offer some boiled lollies to the young guys, and all the lollies are connected
See,
together like a
that
big
made
brick.
me laugh because when I first saw the lollies, I was like, oh, they'd be all stuck together. That's gross. And then he pulled the one lolly out and it brought them all with him. I was like, oh, yeah. That's
You
what
were
I
right.
thought.
You
oh
saw
my
it
God,
coming.
again.
True to form. True to
No,
form.
but I didn't think it would be a joke that they went for. I just thought... I just had the instant trigger thing of like, ew,
Yeah,
they'd be all stuck
and then they do
together.
about 2 or 3 minute scene where one of the characters has eaten a lolly but is choking on it, and everyone else is just ignoring him and having a normal conversation about getting to know each other, and he's just pushing his throat and trying to slide it down.
Now, when I see that sort of thing on a screen, I can't stop myself from gagging, you know? I just sort of go into this... I don't know what it is. I guess a
Fugue
mode.
state.
Yeah, I guess it's like
comatose.
I call it a fugue mode. It's kind of my thing.
Fugue mode.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing. I go into fugue modes.
Anyway, like you're wondering, is this guy going to die already? But no, he just punches himself in the chest, spits the lolly out, and at this point I'm going, oh, it's going to go up one of the woman's vaginas, it's going to go in someone's mouth, it's going to start a whole thing. No, it just goes on the ground.
Filthy.
Tubes and...
I will say that this movie has, long gags. Like, the gags are all really long, but then you can tell how much they filmed of this movie. But, like, they had, like, a mountain of footage for, like,
they
nothing
cut it
happening.
down.
Yeah.
So, like,
And you're watching it and you're like, I know this is a short movie. This is like a less than 90-minute teen comedy, basically.
You could cut this in half.
Why do they have to have the joke happen and then still happen for like 2 more minutes? Like he's
really
choking,
irritating.
he's choking. Yep, he can't swallow this boiled lolly. 2 more minutes.
See,
of
why,
that.
why couldn't they have done 2 minutes of the lolly jar, like bringing all the lollies out when he picked it? You know, that could have been a good 2 minutes.
It still was a good 30 seconds because they like held it and then they
that's
like took turns holding this
and then
brick
to
of
try and
lollies.
break a single.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. It was too long.
Anyway, they do have a good time. It does a quick montage where they're like hugging in a photo booth and partying and I don't know, drinking and dancing and
Something
they
happened
play
there.
Twister at one point. It's
Yeah.
just like it's just showing it's playing some song.
Getting pretty hot and heavy.
It
Yeah.
just gets to the point where they're all smoking the
a
hookah.
But that's tobacco,
Wait,
right? But they're
yeah,
just but they're really stoned.
Well, yeah. Or it's opium.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't. Like one of them said it was tobacco, but I thought that was kind of a joke.
Yeah.
That they thought it was tobacco, but it was actually something a little more
But they're doing like the
fell
movie
asleep
version
in the
of being
middle of the
stoned, aren't they? They're doing like we just can't stop giggling, and then like I don't even know what I'm saying, and one of them's like, imagine if you like married me, and they're like, oh, and then they're like, what? Did I just propose? And then literally cuts to them getting married.
They get married. They get married.
They get married, and the priest. I don't know what to say about the priest. They inserted a terrible character.
Well, it's
There's
like,
the priest, and then there's like a
opens
woman
with the
to the
singer.
side singing.
There's a woman singing, and it's very like typical gospel solo black.
But she's
woman
like
singing.
improvising, kind of just around the theme of like church
Love
gospel songs.
and
Yeah,
It doesn't sound like
Lord
she's staying in
and
any
heaven.
particular key.
yeah.
but then he's just like,
He cuts her off. He
yeah,
just-
like, oh, we're beautiful voice, but not much of a face. Just kind of like
yeah.
completely just like calls her ugly, and then he's just like, I think what was it like what a day to fall off the wagon, like look at this kind of freak show.
Oh, and he's like, is he smoking when it first cuts to him as well? Or
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
Puts out a
he's
cigarette?
taking a swig of a.
he's
of a
swigging his
little-
flask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
flask.
that's right.
And he's just like a one of these kind of Southern black Baptist preacher type guys who you think is a one-off for this scene, but let me tell you, he comes back
In a
But
big
he also,
way.
at
like,
one point.
He gives his like opening statement or whatever to the audience. What do you call an audience at is it a procession?
Yeah.
Gatherers, patrons.
wedding guests, yeah.
Anyhow,
Guests.
he gives his talkie to the peepee, and he says
His
like, yeah, he talks to his dick, and he's talking about what is love, and this is love, and love between man and a woman, and even love between woman and woman. I like that in particular. And then like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a horny priest.
Yeah.
And then he talks about, and what about that monkey love? I like me some of that, and he keeps going on about how he likes to fuck monkeys for like 20 seconds.
Was that what he was
Yeah, he was saying,
getting
well,
on
I
to
think
say?
so. It's like monkey love, man. Don't.
Because he
Don't
did
diss it
say
till you
that, but I
try
was
it.
like, was it like monkey style loving, or
What
he
is
wanted to
monkey
fuck a
stuff?
monkey?
Maybe there's a page in the Kama Sutra that I've skipped, but I don't know.
So for those who don't know much about priests, they're celibate. They don't actually have
Yes,
sex with
thank you,
people. So
Declan.
to see a horny priest is like a
It's-
reversal. And
To see a
comedically,
horny priest is like
that guy
seeing
shouldn't
a
be like
glass of
that.
water
What was
on
he
a hot
doing at a
day.
weeding? They should have had gardeners there. I
Yeah.
mean, if they were going to do all that weeding, then they should have probably had
They get married.
gardeners.
They get married.
there. But wait,
No, wait.
wasn't there a shot of like an Asian gentleman as in the guests
Yeah.
who was wearing?
Yeah, they
wearing like
did
a-
like a
a rice
close
patty
up.
hat.
He's wearing a
Yeah.
wash patty
Yeah.
They
hat.
had a close up on him whenever the priest was talking about monkey love.
Yeah.
And then they'd like cut to him and he'd be like pulling a strange face, and I
Yeah.
didn't really
Also,
understand.
all the people in this
Everybody
procession were not friends of the main characters that we knew. They were like, it was as if you hired a costume company to come to your
Or like
party, or like
extras.
extras from a movie.
Yeah,
so
there
there's
were
guys
two
in clown
dwarves,
outfits.
There were clowns.
There's just all these different random people, and you're like, why are they getting married in front of like 30 strangers?
Well, that's the thing. The only one of those wedding guests that comes back is the guy in the rice patty hat. But he, like, there's no like because he's turns out he's the gardener. But so that's why he was at the wedding.
Okay, I didn't realize that was him, and he should be at the weeding because he is a gardener.
That's
And
exactly
it's in
right.
his garden, like.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
He's just
amongst
there
the crazy crowd, it just didn't really. It just seemed like that they were trying to like randomly
were they meant
fill
to
it
be
up.
friends of theirs from the orphanage, perhaps?
They look like Vegas types, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know if you boys have ever rolled dice down at Vegas.
I
I'm
haven't.
trying some new
Have you?
sounds. I'm trying some new sounds.
You haven't either.
that
You've
one
never
was,
been
that
there.
one wasn't as good as.
I do like. I can't get to it fast enough. So there's always a big gap between me talking and.
I don't know if
Doing
you
it.
guys have been, but that's because I haven't been either. And I haven't seen
I
you
didn't
guys.
see
I
there.
think it's none of us have been to Vegas, have we?
No.
And if we had,
I
it
tread
would-
the boards.
It would stay. It would have stayed in Vegas.
I
right?
fear and loathing in Las Vegas.
Lost
if you
papers.
know what
Yeah, I did a
mean.
limbo competition. Anyway, they marry them. They consummate the marriage via
Oh, now that
funny
that
sex
is
montage.
a funny scene because the men don't want to have sex with the old women.
Again, a reversal. In my history, men always want to have sex with the women.
Isn't
but
it
in this
just
one,
so?
They don't want to,
Isn't
but
it
they know
just
they
so?
have to.
So it's sort of like a bit of wordplay in there, isn't it?
Yeah. So we get 2 sex scenes at the same time. We got Sherminator with his old bride, and she's like, "Can I cover you in whipped cream?" And he's like, "Okay." And then the
And
other
that is
one,
so sarcastic.
yeah. And then the other lady, Fran Fine's mum, is having sex with hot stud Cal,
And that is so ironic.
and she's dressed in a nurse's outfit and makes him have a lollipop, and it plays that lollipop song.
And that is
he's
identical.
dressed up like a little boy.
Like a little boy.
It's absolutely identical. That is such a coincidence. But yeah, she likes the role play. She likes to play
a
role.
play.
She likes to play role, and the other one
She likes
to
a roll
play...
call as well.
Yeah,
Every
but,
morning.
I
Present.
mean, it should be the other way around when you think about it. I mean, in terms of their
He should
physique,
be
she
the
should be the
nurse.
one interested in the food. And
Oh, wow, okay. Yes.
She should be the one doing
Yeah.
the role play.
Morgan's right
That's what
there.
I'm
Yet
saying.
another reversal.
That's what I'm saying.
It's, so
That's what I'm
but-
going to say.
so not only does
Say more, though. We
does
want
the
more.
skinny
I
one
can't say it anymore.
the skinny one covers Sherminator in whipped cream, and you're like, oh, this is getting a bit kinky. And I'm just unzipping my pants when it turns into a funny scene, and she covers him in like sprinkles and banana and chocolate sauce, and she's just turned his stomach into an ice cream sundae.
into a Sunday. I mean, I'm
So it's
easy
a little
like
bit
Sunday
like Bolero
morning.
in that way.
Yes. Not as sexy as the honey scenes in Bolero, but also
On the
more
same-
disgusting.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
easy. I'm
'Cause the
easy
person
like
was
Sunday
older.
morning.
Yeah, and we don't like old people. They're
Not
gross.
when they're having sex.
All right, so they consummate the marriage, and it's very funny. But
They
then
die.
we cut.
They
then
die.
we cut to outside the nice house that they're all living in, and you hear like you hear Stifler number 1 wake up, and he's like, Stifler number 2, and Stifler number 2 is like, Stifler number 1, and then they both like say something like, and they start screaming. Right,
You don't
that's
see
essentially
them.
what I
You're-
took
you're
away.
hearing
from
this
it.
from
This is
outside
all
the
from
house,
outside.
And they run down the stairs and they jump into a pile with a bunch of teddy bears, and then it's Stiflers in pajamas. You know, it's like bananas in pajamas, but
Yes, it is.
with Stiff
that.
1 and
That's
Stiff 2.
right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Thanks, guys.
Take it
But
back.
where do
This
we
has been my
cut to?
TED
Don't
Talk.
we cut directly to like a funeral?
Funeral. Yeah.
And what do you call the audience that turns up for a funeral?
Yeah.
A party.
So the-
awake. People that are awake.
Yeah.
At awake. I don't know.
The wake.
There's like one person in the audience
Yeah,
for
that's
the
right.
funeral.
'Cause no one cares that they're dead.
It's a joint funeral?
I'd call it a Meatloaf fan. Get it?
I don't get it.
Because every time you go to a Meatloaf concert, could be a funeral.
Did people die at a Meatloaf concert? Is that...
No, it's just I've seen Meatloaf on stage.
And it's like a funeral.
It doesn't seem like he's doing well.
If you're
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because he like collapsed and stuff. Okay.
Well, yeah, no, he's collapsed like 8 times on stage.
Oh, poor
So a
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf
No.
fan going to a Meatloaf concert is what you call someone going to a funeral. 'Cause
Yeah, I
he-
guess that.
Call him a
Yes,
Meatloaf concert.
that's what I was saying.
I'm a
Does it have
Meatloaf-
weight?
Well, there are people that have died at like Limp Bizkit concerts,
Yeah,
Guns N'
for sure.
Roses shows. Like,
Well, that's just commitment.
yeah,
That's
just
just
rocking that hard. And
That's
also
just-
getting crushed by the audience.
that's called new rock and roll. Or-
I call it.
I'd be sick
I
if they
call it an orgy waiting to happen. That's
Yeah.
what I call the group of people that are going
Wait
to
in the brain.
That's actually just what I
Call it an
Just
orgy
one of-
hating to happen.
just one
Hated
of those
to
days.
happen. It's just one of those days.
Welcome back to 104.7. We're asking our callers, what's the best orgy you've nearly died at? Morgan, can you tell us yours? You've called in.
Hey, I asked the questions here, buddy. What was your best orgy? Come on, tell me. Tell it to me straight,
Well,
Jack.
I'm not telling you mine till you tell me yours right after the
I
break.
don't like the way this is working out. You're
All
replacing Nige, and it's not going to work for me.
And this is the Mark Holden touchdown hour. We're asking, what's the best orgy you've ever been to?
Hi, my name's John. I went to the orgy and I'm bringing orange juice. And now you say the same thing. Then you, after orange juice, you say a different thing that you're bringing to the orgy.
Hey, it's me, Scotty from 104.7, and I'm going to the orgy. I'm bringing orange juice and Black Thunder Van.
Okay, I'm still me, and I can't remember my character name.
John.
But John is
Garfield.
bringing the Garfield to the shopping list and Black
All right, shut the
Thunder.
fuck up. The Skyfire's about to start.
no!
10, 9, 8, 7. Happy New Year, everybody. Get down to the Black Thunder cunts, and you can get all the free shit. Scotty.
Did I tell you that one time Black Thunder came to Chisholm Shops and my brother rap battled he was like 10 years old, and they made him freestyle rap battle like an 11 or 12-year-old kid from our school just in the car park of Chisholm Shops to get like a can of Pepsi or something from Black Thunder.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was one of the stabbings that they had to manage very carefully.
What's a Black Thunder?
What is a Black Thunder?
It's just a ute that they drive around. And
Yeah, you get like a calendar or
loud.
But why is it
they
called
paint
that?
it. It has a Black Thunder sticker on
But
it.
what the
Yeah.
fuck's Black Thunder?
Yeah,
you
what
just
is
hear Black Thunder, and they give a clue where it's going to be in
Yeah,
Canberra.
no, I know what Black
but
Thunder
what
is, but I don't
is
understand where the name has come from.
Black.
That's just yeah, sorry. Yeah, good point.
Black Thunder.
You've been Black Thunderstruck.
I'd love to hear from Canberra man who likes a bit of rock and roll music. He's a little bit country. Is he here?
I don't know.
Is that one of your characters?
Isn't that one of your characters?
Yeah,
Canberran man who
likes rock and roll?
likes, certain
Awesome.
bands
Yeah.
like AC/DC.
Yeah. He won't do it. He'll send it in the group chat, but he won't
he's
do it
too
online.
scared. He's too scared to do his character.
He knows that there's nothing to it. It's
Can't
just saying.
squeeze anything out of it. There's nothing there.
Well, I mean, why would I be listening to 104.7 to begin with? I mean, the only reason I came to this regional town was to discover, oh, hey guys, by the way, have you heard the new Arca Darka album? I hear it's absolutely mint, professionally mixed, and Brian Johnson's voice is absolutely stellar. What do you guys think of Arca Darka?
You know what? It's growing on me.
What do you guys think of it?
Okay, what if the second singer of AC/DC then went and directed films like Brick, The Last Jedi, and Looper? Would he then change his name from Brian Johnson to Ryan Johnson? Filmmaker Ryan Johnson.
What about, the
Mitch, you with me? Ryan Johnson directed
Ryan
this film.
Yeah.
one?
These
two,
guys aren't going to
three.
give me any.
Ryan
Me, I'm just trying to think of more name-based jokes. I thought I had weight
that's
with.
why you were just blanking. Me.
Yeah,
You're
I was
trying to
like-
top me.
was
Instead
in
of agreeing
his
with me.
I've been trying to come up with plant-based jokes because
Yeah.
I'm going vegan. I don't do names anymore.
Okay, okay. I've got Ronnie James.
Ronnie Johnson half hour.
No, the Ronnie Johns Dio half hour.
Yeah, that's from 12 episodes ago, you piece of shit.
Thanks, man.
Did we already talk about how at an improv competition, the Ronnie Johns half-hour guy was
I don't think we
was
have talked
judging?
about it, but maybe we did. It was Jordan Rassakopoulos,
Jordan
right?
Rassakopoulos. Yeah.
Right, and they, Morgan and Jim were in a national theatre sports competition. I didn't make the cut. Everyone else in my band did. Jared was there too. I just stayed home. They went to Newcastle or something.
Did you try out for it?
I tried out,
Aw.
and I got rejected. For Matt Pop, I believe, took my spot in the team.
And maybe Lachlan.
Yeah, he
Ainsworth.
was always going to make it. He
always
was
gonna make
good back
It was,
then.
yeah.
Anyway, they
Best.
did theatre sports, and I'm telling the story, and I was not there. I don't know why. I'll give you the story back.
Hey, you
So
had
can
the
I
outsider
hear more about
perspective.
how you didn't get in? Like, did like a large group of people apply, and then like they were like, you guys get in, and then you, Morgan,
There
like,
was not a large group of people. It was like a 5-man team, and I
Yeah.
believe 6 people tried out, and I would have been the 6th
but
man.
like who was judging it?
Our drama teacher. in high
Oh,
school.
okay, I
Yeah.
understand now.
But she had
I thought that like there were 6 of you, and the other 5 were like, get the fuck out, Declan.
We think it was
She didn't have
Pentagon.
the
That
entry point
sucks.
to Declan's subtlety because
that's so
Declan
annoying.
wasn't in the same drama class.
Yeah, she didn't really know me. Like these guys
Yeah.
had an in,
Yeah,
but
so-
also I
but
just bombed the audition.
You might
know? I
you
didn't
might
come with the
argue
good-
that if you were any good, you would have won a road.
Oh yeah, no, I argue that. I did argue that.
I argue that every
On the
night when
day I
I
argued
prayed
that.
Jesus.
Well, you
I
got
said-
into the debating club, which was the other.
Yeah,
and the 5 of you did it.
yeah,
Yeah, we were busy
yeah.
with.
The thing with that was they actually rejected everybody. And then you had to argue why you deserved to be in, and you guys just walked off. And I was like, no, I don't have the drama club. This is all I have. And they were like, fine. Anyway, long story short, Morgan and the boys went to the national finals of this, and I believe they did some sort of offensive gay joke.
No, I think Jim, who is Asian, was doing an Asian stereotype on
And therefore
stage.
gay.
And,
A Asian stereotype.
yeah, and then the guy from Ronnie John stood up and said, "I'm gay," and I didn't like that sketch about the Asian thing.
Really?
No, he didn't say that I'm gay,
Oh.
but he did say that he didn't like.
It wasn't
Jim's
But was he a
sketch.
judge?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can just stand up in the audience.
What did he say? Oh, that would have been better.
I
What
can't
did he
remember
say?
exactly what the sketch involved.
Like in front of an audience or something like this, or was it just
Yeah,
like?
like it's situated
Was it
in the
okay,
middle.
was it
national
like?
finals.
Was
It
it
was
like
like Australian
Thank
Idol?
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
And
had
was
a
Dicko
panel,
there?
Panel of judges. We had Dicko, Dickinson.
What about Marsha? I love her. She's so kind.
There were.
She's so Heinz.
She's so Heinz.
Heinz baked
we
beans.
used to have to play this really bad warm up game in improv called Big Booty. And you
Oh,
go,
no.
big booty, big booty, big
So
booty,
fucking
number one.
And then I pass to another
And
number.
then you
or
go
something.
number one, number two, but you
Yeah.
can't pass to the person next to you,
Or the person who
she'll
just passed to you.
Yeah, right.
I'm
And,
so glad
So
I
it's
didn't
like
do
thinking
drama.
on your feet.
and then at the
sounds
end of it, if you
terrible.
lose, you go, you suck, you suck,
Which is the best part of drama class. I think I remember what I did during the quote
drama
audition
class,
for this
man.
theatre sports as well.
Jesus.
I was smoking bongs.
Wait, what was it? We had to audition. Did we have to? Do, like,
They
monologues and
basically
stuff?
just played a few improv games, and again, there's like 6 of us here, and 5 of us are going to get in. So it wasn't really like a high stakes audition. And they made us play like Space Jump,
There we go.
and I think my go-to was like you know, you go Space Jump or whatever, and then you like you introduce a new scene, and that puts everyone in. And this hurts to say, but I think mine was like, I'm on top of a helicopter blade, but trying to balance. I think I lost. I think I was out right then. I think I was like, okay, we've seen enough, everybody.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a hard one to start with.
So wait,
Yeah.
what actually happened at this? Well, yeah. So tell me more about how this guy who had a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the
didn't-
air at the time.
He
I
didn't
mean, I
like
think
your
he was
thing.
pretty delicate about it. He said, like, when you're up on stage and this is probably new to you guys, and I know you're just having fun and, you know, you're just exploring things, and that's great, but you do want to just tread lightly around certain things like race and sexuality and things like that. And we didn't really get it because everybody laughed really hard at our joke. Like, it was really
Well,
funny.
what was the joke?
I don't remember. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
like, you know, a silly scene where Jim was playing an awful Asian stereotype. That
Okay.
was the joke. He was just
Yeah.
making fun of his
So when you get that constructive feedback, do you just go, okay, we're only 16, so we
Lachlan probably
think
did.
shit like that's funny.
yeah, Lachlan probably did. He would probably respond just like that. But no, that was the talk of the town that night. That scene. That was
Oh,
like-
really?
Yeah, that was the
So
scene.
everyone
Yeah,
was
of
like,
course.
don't take it to heart, man. Like, that scene rocked.
How do you?
I'm just envisioning like the
When
log
he said
cabin with
he
the
loved you
fire
long
on, and
time.
everyone that was in the competitions like having martinis and stuff after
Yeah,
the show
yeah.
and stuff and
Yeah.
chatting about it.
Yeah, and they're going, when
Oh,
he said
it's
love you
Morgan
long time.
Quinn from the Funny Asian Joke Troupe. How are you?
That was when I first pulled out Cameraman Who Likes AC/DC.
Oh, God, dark.
and that was why they let you back into the competition and you won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At
So
first
you
I
didn't,
thought-
you didn't
I-
win the national finals, though, did you? You came last because of that.
I think
What
we-
is the inspiration for Canberra man who mispronounces Akadaka?
I think it's just the idea
Where's that come from?
of a guy walking into a country pub and
yeah.
just being like, how do I
Trying to
relate
fit
to these
in.
people?
Yeah, I
And
know they don't
immediately
say ACDC. I know they use that
Yeah.
funny
the
nickname.
first thing he would do was try to say Akadaka. He's like, I'm going to break out this. I'm going
Yeah.
to break this out. I'm going to mispronounce Akadaka as Arkadaka.
No, I understand the joke. Where did it come from?
From that, from just thinking of that.
But why were you
No,
thinking
he's
about
asking
that?
what sketch show did you steal it from? What existing piece
How
of
did I
material
do-
have
how
you
did I
aped?
do it?
But wait, is the Canberra
magician
thing,
never
is the fact
reveals
that
his
he's from
skills.
Canberra like a part of it? Because I think Canberrans have a kind of an accent of types, right? Like they're a little bit posher, or
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
pronounce things.
It's just that
nicely,
you-
right?
bit
I've
flatter.
probably seen it around when you see like two people of a similar age group and probably gender but they're from different parts of the country, and they're trying to relate to each other. And if the Canberra man is in the regional or like the country man's town, when you
like
see,
Queanbeyan.
he's in his home sort of thing, and the person in the country town is totally at ease with himself and his environment, and this other guy's trying to fit in, and he's like, "Oh yes, I've just been down to the fishing spot just down there. Saw a little whiting swimming around in the thing there." That sort of thing. It's very cringy.
Cool. And where do you get your shoes from?
The Canberra man.
Oh.
Do you remember
Paul's Warehouse.
Do you remember the shoe shop down in Arundel?
Yeah, and I remember the bald man with the round spectacles that would serve you.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
He looked like the guy, the Friday Night Funny Man from Frontline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Or
what do you think of that?
Or a Weird Al type.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Put that pipe down.
Put the pipe down.
Put
hey,
the pipe
is this
down.
funny?
Listen, we'll figure it out later.
Welcome to Is This Funny with your host, Hayden Quinn. The year is 1972, and the boys are on the move again. This isn't what I was going to ask is funny. I can tell. Obviously, you've muted your mics and you're laughing.
I've left. I'm downstairs.
Just remember, guys, write that email about who's your favorite, and listen. Tell me who does too much of that stuff.
Who does too much?
Shut up.
Can we talk about that Andrew O'Keefe video that we sent on the chat this week?
Yeah.
The tasteless joke.
So you guys know how we love Andrew O'Keefe when he interviewed Dylan Lewis and dropped the N-bomb on him out of nowhere. Turns out he's also dropping the fist bomb.
The fist
What?
bomb?
You can't.
Fist bomb.
You can't.
Allegedly, according to national news sources. And then besides that, we were watching videos of him just being super drunk on the
like
sidewalk.
Chapel Street or something, yeah.
And like talking to strangers who I guess were filming him with their phone like 12 years ago. But yeah, he ends up just laying in the gutter for like a long time.
It's awesome. He's lying in alleyways smoking cigarettes, just like lying on his back, but still talking in that same like
asking
persuasive
people
tone,
if they want to take
"Hey,
the
I
deal
was
or
right-
not.
Hey, where are you going? And then at the end, he gets in a stranger's car, and they're like, "Andrew, you can't just get in a stranger's car." And you can just hear me like, "It's me, Andrew O'Keefe." And they're like, "All right, hop in," and they just zoom off.
That's fucking awesome.
Do you reckon we could convince him to come onto the show like he's crashing it? Like, just get
that'd
him
be
drunk,
fucking
like,
good.
around people recording and
We
say
should
he's
definitely
like,
extend it.
"Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
We talked about
Here's
this
a deal
in the
for
Mercy
you."
Dr. Ray episode.
Did we?
Yeah, that we wanted
get
to
him
try and
on.
get him as a guest, and I believe we've made no headway and also put in zero effort
Yeah.
into making it
Well,
happen.
he's got to put in the effort. I'm sick of reaching out to O'Keefe.
Well, there's two sides. It's like 2-lane highway, right?
We've already name-dropped him like 5 times in the show. Like, how much more does he need? Come on.
I mean, he
Is
does
that the
have other
phrase
things
2-lane
going on in
highway?
his
I
life.
think it's 2-way street. But it's a 2-lane highway.
Yeah, we go
2-lane
fast.
street.
Yeah.
Where are we at? So they got married. That's all they've done. They've got
No, yeah,
married.
no,
and
no,
they've tried to
they
kill each
die.
other.
No, no, no.
They
They woke up and they're dead and they're at a funeral, and then he goes home, and for some reason now he's having this party. This is Cal, and he's with this blonde bombshell, this model in a bikini by the pool, and she's all like, "Oh my God, I love you. Do you want to hook up?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "But what about Betty?" And he's like, "Who the hell's that?" It's like, "That's your wife. She just died." And he's like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't matter." She goes down on him, and then he wakes up, and the whole thing was a dream. And the two ladies are not dead, but they're actually sleeping in bed with them.
Just
and,
like Pink.
And the fatter one is
She had
snoring.
an album called I'm Not Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The fatter one. I'm sorry, but I didn't realize the point of body shaming.
I didn't
Anyway,
realize
she's
body
farting in
shaming
bed.
either.
That's what I meant to say. Not the fatter one, the farter one, because he wakes up and she's still there and she's farting.
She is farting, and later on they're sitting by the pool, and she says, "Watch me swan dive." He's like, "I'm watching you." He's like, "Are you watching me?" "I'm watching you." And then she swan dives into the pool, and she appears to be dead. And he starts fantasizing
She kind of
again.
floats ass up to the water,
Yeah.
face down.
And she's there for like a good 20 or 30 seconds while he fantasizes about what his life's going to
Yeah.
be like.
No,
with the
he like
blonde
stands
bombshell.
up and it's playing triumphant music, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this might be it. She might actually be dead."
And then she farts, and she's like, "Sorry, I get gassy when I swan dive," or something to that effect.
She doesn't say that.
She
but
says any of those
She
words.
should have. That would have made more sense.
I think she just gets out of the pool and it's the end of the scene. But sure.
I really enjoyed that one, the fart
That
when
fart
she
was
when she
very
farts back to life.
We
I
forgot
thought
to
that was
say
great.
when-
It was funny because she just spent 30 seconds lying face
Yeah.
down in water.
Just-
for
oh,
no
wait!
reason.
like preparing the fart for him.
Doing a gestate.
Yeah, which you would clearly do under the water where there's no sound
Hey.
and the bubbles just go away.
Hey, you don't.
But that's just
don't
me.
Hold her to your
Also, when they
standards.
go on that first date and they stay at the old lady's houses, and the old lady's like, "We got to convince them we're rich. Let's show them the old film. People always love the film." And then they show them this old film from like the 30s that's all black and white. And it goes for a good 5 minutes, and it's like a bad, like they're wearing fake Charlie Chaplin moustaches, and it's about her dad inventing condoms, I guess. And he works in a sausage factory and sees the sausage links being created, and then he gets the idea that you could put it on your wang, and they invent condoms. And that's why they convince the young guys that they're rich, because they're like, "We own all this condom money."
Now, these broads, I was just thinking they're a lot like Patty and Selma from The Simpsons, but I'm going to change that and say they're more like the broads from Broad City. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, add 50 years to those broads.
Yep.
And 50 pounds.
Yes.
Is
Somebody.
this just the
Quack,
episode where
quack,
we
quack.
slide into just like old timey sexism? Because
I
I'm
would
in.
like to get the girls from Broad City onto this podcast. Andrew O'Keefe, make it happen.
Can we? How do we reach out to Andrew O'Keefe? Is it just like does
Very
does
long
he use
arms, my friend,
email?
with very long arms.
Andrew.O'Keefe@gmail.com. What do you reckon?
Just
Fire
hang
it off.
out.
Take a spat.
Just
Fire
hang
it
out at King's Cross on like 3 a.m. on a Tuesday
Yeah,
night.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or go to the family court and just wait for
Whoa,
him to turn
whoa,
up for his next. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Have you heard of the spin-off of Deal or No Deal? And it's Deal or No Deal, and you just stand up there picking cases until you get the one with the dill sandwich in it.
Hey Andrew, hope you beat this rap. I heard all the kids think you're whack.
Not where I come from.
Honestly, like there are a
So
few.
she farted.
Yeah, she farted.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what else happens? There's just a bunch of them attempting to kill the women and the women attempting to kill them. And in the process of doing this, what's kind of funny is they're slowly racking up bodies accidentally. So the women leave, like, some snail poison in or some rat poison in some lemonade that they make for the boys to hopefully wake up to and drink. And then, meanwhile, the gardener comes in completely thirsty, and he drinks it instead, and then dies in the
I
backyard.
like the point where they give him the lemonade and they're like, chug, and the guy's like, yeah, chug lemonade, great. And but then from that point, that scene is like 5 minutes long, and all it is just like the gardener in the background like choking while they do like improv, which is most scenes.
Yeah.
It's just like. Yeah, I mean, you can talk about like little things in these scenes, but like, I don't know. There's
The thing was, as soon as the gardener drinks it, you know he's dead.
Yeah.
So you don't need to see him dying for 45 seconds immediately afterwards, like him knocking on the window. And he keeps banging, and they're like, "What? Hello, we see you." And he's like, "Ha, ha." And they're like, he's saying hi for a long time.
Yeah, like, because I don't know if we mentioned that the gardener is Asian and his name is Wu.
Here
And
we
so
go
to
again,
these two
Morgan,
guys-
with his fucking Asian
Well, it's not
bullshit.
me. It's these two characters are having difficulty reading his body language, his facial expression, whatever it is. There's a cultural barrier there. So when an Asian man dies, they just think he's waving to them.
Yes, exactly.
That's what's going on.
just to go back to a thing that's said earlier in the movie when the boys meet the old ladies. I think he like sort of like does like a half bow, and they're like, "How Asian of you?"
Yeah.
I just thought that was
Weird.
fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm like, are they going to keep calling him Asian for the rest of the movie? But they don't. That's a one-off.
No, yeah. It's just there's a lot of things in this movie that have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
And then some things that are vaguely connected, like the Bryce Petty hat guy at the wedding. You're like, random guy? No, he comes back. The neighbor who gets like bitten by a black mamba in one of the murder attempt scenes. I'm probably skipping over that.
The women
Yeah.
sick a snake on the boys, trying to get it to kill them.
Yeah, they're just laying on the grass, and they literally let like a deadly rattlesnake crawl through them, and it just passes them, goes through the yard, through the hedge to the neighbor, and just bites the neighbor on the dick, kills him. The boys also do a little, tit for tat. They have a go at killing the women by putting motor oil and petroleum jelly on the shower, and then they come home and they're like, "Hey, ladies, you haven't had a shower this morning?" They're like, "Nah, the plumber's here. He's about to unclog the hair from the drain." And then they go, "Whoa, no!" And then you hear like the poor plumber just, I guess, cracks his head open and dies. They kill 3 people in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, and all servicemen, all frontline workers.
Essential workers.
Essential workers.
And all men as well. And as an MRA advocate, I'm not into
Right?
that. Right.
Yeah.
Who's Mr. A?
Yeah.
Mr. Andrews?
As Mr. A.
Is that one of the
Mr.
Mr. Men
Andrews?
characters?
What good is a phone call if you can't speak, Mr. A?
Oh, Mr.
Mr.
Anderton.
All right.
and
So Mr.
Charles
A, or should we say,
Christian Anderson.
instead of MRA, what about the IRA? Like Morgan's character, IRA Glass, the radio host.
Hello, welcome
These-
to This American Life. I am IRA Glass. I've got a bomb, and I'm going to blow up the studio.
What about MRA Glass?
What about NRA Glass, the National Rifle Association? Agencies?
I'd like to talk to you about false flag operations.
Whenever someone is shot in America, it is a paid actor, paid by us to, I don't know, boost up the gun lobby. Guys, this is why I didn't make the improv class.
I'm doing the NPR background music.
Okay. Chapter 1. Is the NRA real? Nobody knows. We looked into it, and I interviewed Hayden Quinn, playing one of the associates from the NRA.
But I
Hayden,
didn't realize the story was going to affect me.
First I went home, had some cereal, talked to my girlfriend. She's upset.
And that's when things started getting weird. I called my sister. But my sister was dead. Who was I calling?
And that's
I don't
when
have a
realized-
phone.
But I was still recording it. Now I'm going to play you that recording.
Who are you? Who?
Hey, sis, is that you? Pick up, bitch.
Got a little bit off character there.
It's American Life. Way more IRA Glass.
What if it was This American Loaf and it was about bread? Would that be good?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Chapter 1.
Sourdough.
Sourdough.
Good, yeah.
Delicious. Oh, you're making me hungry. You're making me hungry with all these food
Yeah,
podcasts. I
yes,
mean,
we
truly
are.
rotten
Hold on,
potatoes.
Yes,
all
we
right,
are.
so they try and kill
Hungry.
each other. They take turns trying to kill each other. Both teams don't know that they're
Teams.
trying to kill each
They're
other.
teams.
I'm seeing
Team
them.
old woman,
Yeah.
team Stifler.
Yes. But what
Kind
happens
of a
is
Manchester Liverpool
that,
situation.
they both, it's red versus blue. They both are in the different hallways, and they're like, you know what? We haven't been able to kill him. Let's just take it to fucking level 13. We've got shotguns, and you're gonna the two guys are like, all right, we're gonna put in these ear muffs. We're gonna put cotton wool in our ears so we can't hear it, and also wear sunglasses inside. And then the two ladies,
right.
little known to them, are around the corner doing the same thing with shotguns. Who are like, we just have to kill them. We have to do it big time. And they're like, we're gonna we'll make it easier by putting blindfolds on. So then all 4 of them run into a room together. One pair can't hear each other and one pair can't see each other, and they're all just kind of blind shooting shotguns, and they do like 1,000 shots at these pillows, and feathers are flying everywhere.
They're deliberately aiming at the bed because I think each party expects
Thinks that they're in the bed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because they all sleep in one bed. I don't think we...
Yeah, we did not
Yes.
need you because that literally makes no sense.
It doesn't, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
But they were wearing sunglasses. The men were just wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
They
They
could
could have had
see.
their eyes
that's
closed.
what I didn't
yeah.
get. I'm like, I get that the women are just shooting, but the men can see that there are women like 2 meters across from them also shooting. And then at this point, they kind of are like, oh my God, you were trying to kill me. I was trying to kill you. Oh, isn't that? And then they kind of like talk about it, and then they hatch a plan together.
Well, first we find out that Lenny and...
Which is Sherminator.
Stifler.
The Sherminator and his gal who dresses like a little girl and like dressing him up like a Sunday.
They talk it out.
They
and
talk
they
it
fall
out,
in love.
and then they realize that they're in love. And I called that shit because she was the sexier old lady.
And
And you know
Sherminator's
what?
just a sweetheart.
I think now I'm the one that called it.
Yeah, I called
Man,
it
you
earlier, but
really
quieter
called it.
than the rest of you guys.
And at that point, I think
Hayden didn't call it though. Fucking.
No, I was slow on that
Yeah.
one.
that's when Cal Wilson takes Lenny from Of Mice and Men down to the river and says, look at the mountains. Just look out there.
Look at the rabbits.
That's what it is.
Think of the rabbits.
Yeah, think of the rabbits and how you didn't kill them, or how you killed one of them but not the rest of them by accidentally crushing it.
No, he kills a mouse.
Mouse.
But then they're going to have rabbits on the land.
Oh, yeah.
So he's
And
like,
then-
think of the rabbits and we'll live off the fat of the
Oh, yeah,
land.
because
They
it
keep
sounds like
saying
Green
that.
Mile, and they keep accusing him of
Yeah.
having sexually
Assaulted
harassed
a
that
woman. Yeah.
So
Lenny-
that's what happens.
not
And that's
sexually.
What is the word he actually says in that phrase?
I did not have sexual relations
Oh,
with that
thank
one.
you.
Yeah.
I did not. What if Jack Nicholson was president?
No,
I
he'd
think
just be
it'd
like,
sound a
I
little
did
something
fuck
like
the
this."
White House intern and I'd do it again. You're goddamn right I fucked the intern.
Maybe he
Came all over her dress.
Miracles.
miracles.
So they hatch a plan together. The
Miracles.
women and the men, they team up and they're like, we tried to kill each other, but why don't we go after Uncle Walt?
Yeah, Uncle Walt.
Who's got the money in the safe. And so they set up this whole cat burglary type heist, and they break into the house. They let one of the they like rappel her down with a rope, and then they drop the rope, and she like goes into a well or something, and she
Yeah.
opens the door for him. They get into the house.
And they're gonna confront old Walty with some shotguns and
Get the code to the safe.
get the code to the safe, which has all the money that they think is rightfully theirs because he mismanages it because he's literally crazy.
Yeah.
So they sneak into the house. Meanwhile, he hears them, I guess,
Yeah.
does he? So
And he has that, like, because he's a World War II obsessed guy, he, like, thinks he's under attack and puts on the whole outfit and the helmet and everything.
yeah. And he's like ready to fucking take on the Nazis. And then he stands up, ready to go downstairs and take on the Nazis, but he has a heart attack.
Yes, so they confront him. He's sitting on the couch. He's sitting on the
You
couch.
guys right there, we're trying to do a podcast. Okay?
Yeah, dude,
So-
I'm just trying to fucking
I was
be cool.
I
in
was
the little
describing the podcast. The thing about it is, you gotta wait for it to be solid blue, and you know what that means if you know what that means. Continue, guys.
So there he is. He has a heart attack, and we cut back to the guys downstairs, and they're about to sneak upstairs. And there's a very funny scene where
They put shotguns in his face, and he's just blank facing them.
yeah,
And they're like, "Well, give us the key. Give us."
they don't know he's had a heart attack.
They can't even tell.
They
He's
don't get
just
it.
frozen
Well,
there.
somehow he ended up having a heart attack and sitting perfectly
Yeah,
in the
that
middle of
was
his
weird.
with
couch.
his eyes open and like a smile on his face, like a smug smile.
And you kept talking about how he was breathing in every scene.
Yes,
Well,
you
his
can.
eyes move in every shot that they change as well.
Yeah.
Like at one point, he's just looking into the camera.
Yeah,
It's one of those
But he's
things
not moving.
where
Winking.
you're like, I get that he's meant to look dead, and I get that the character's meant to think he's dead, but the actor is breathing. His shoulders and chest are
Yeah.
going in and out. So I don't think he's dead.
No.
So I'm just waiting for the part where he's not dead. And guess what? I
He
saw this
wasn't
coming.
dead.
He
Yeah.
wasn't coming.
I didn't see it coming.
He wasn't
I gotta
dead.
be fair.
He wasn't dead. He was just faking it, or he was temporarily out of it for some reason. Well, they're trying to break into a safe. They pull the safe out. They drive away. And the
They
movie
stick
ends.
a chain.
Drive away.
He's dead, so they're like, we don't have the key. We don't
Yeah,
have the code.
because he had the code to get
Yeah,
into the
so
safe.
they attach a long chain link chain to it to
the front of the safe.
the spinny door on the front of the safe, and then they connect it to the tow bar of
I
the
believe
guy's
it's called
car.
an ellipsis.
Really?
No.
This is the most boneheaded way to open
Yes.
a safe, and it's also the perfect sort of metaphor for the way that everything is handled in this movie. Because
Yeah.
anytime there's a safe or a code in a movie,
You can't just pull it off.
you have to reveal it to the audience. Like, what is the code?
Yeah.
You know, what does this tell us about the character that they would choose this code? But they're just going to open the damn thing.
Yeah.
Just
But,
like in
but their
Let's
plan
Get
to
Space.
open it is to connect something to the door of it, chain it all the way outside to a car, and just drive the car. And not like get a ton of speed and try and pull it off with that, with the torque and they just it's just going to drag it, and that's what it does. And it just drags the safe through this house, just gets dragged through all these walls and doors and just smashes a lot of stuff.
Meanwhile, old Uncle Harry pissing in the bath actually comes back to life, and he walks up the stairs to hear what the big hubbub is upstairs again, thinking it's the Nazis. So he's like, "I'll get those filthy Nazis," in his fever dream-like state. And he walks upstairs, and of course, the fucking safe comes flying out of his bedroom, smashes into him, squashes him into a wall, and it kills him. So now he's really dead.
I mean, I really did expect the safe to open up and him to be inside.
Yes. Yeah, it was weird. Like, he definitely gets crushed and they show him get smashed, but you're like, they keep talking about him being dead, and you're like, well, he's gonna not be dead. And then the door of the safe magically opens. They don't put a code in. It's not like it's been broken open. It just kind of swings open like something's inside it, and then it's just all the money that they wanted.
And all the money's there. And they're like,
happy.
yay! And they start dancing and it's raining cash.
Yeah,
and
they
you're
just
like,
throw the money
now
in
the
there.
old man does not come back. The scene fades
World
out.
War One weirdo who woke up and wondered what happened, got crushed by the safe.
And I think that they've got to cover their tracks and make it look like an accident somehow.
Yeah,
and there's no way
that's
of doing
right.
that. But no, the movie literally
No, they'd
just
already
ends
done
then,
that when they
doesn't it?
first killed, when they thought he was dead from the heart attack.
But now there's a fucking safe
I
that's
know.
been pulled through the house.
Yeah.
Like you just like
They just
I
take
know
the
it's a
money.
dumb comedy movie, but like
Yeah.
it was holding up this standard where they were trying to not get caught, and then they just seem to forget about it, and it turns out that the movie
They literally
ends.
throw money in the air and it fades.
Yeah,
and then
that's
it's
it.
just like months later and they're living it up.
No, I will say, just an interesting little tidbit from my life. I worked a job once where some people came and broke into like the back of our store,
Oh, shit.
and they I don't know how they did it, but we had a safe with a bunch of like phones and stuff in it. We were a phone shop, and they like had like a fucking like what is it, like a saw, a big round mechanical
Circular
saw,
saw?
circular saw, and they like sawed the door off the like at the hinges off the safe, and like. How do you do that? You know, we had security cameras. The alarm would have gone off the second they got inside there, but they still had time to bring the fucking circular saw in, plug it into a wall, do the thing.
So they
had
they knew what was going
we had
on
like
there.
Yeah, they
8
knew
guys
it
on the
was-
team, and we did, I think, 6 months prep for that
Yeah.
job.
Okay.
So he used you as like a
Yeah,
a
and
patsy.
if
Kept
you
asking
remember
you,
correctly, you informed me
Ah,
and the other guys.
that's how we did it.
Yeah, that's how we did it.
How much? Like, are we talking thousands and thousands of dollars worth of like the
I mean, I
best new
suppose
phones?
no. It would it would have been thousands and thousands of dollars, I guess, because like an iPhone is worth $1,000,
Yeah.
right? So they probably just like fucking grabbed 20 phones and put them. Actually, I don't know what they got. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe we didn't have anything in there that day. But I just remember thinking that the effort involved to get around the back of our store, saw through firstly like saw through like a metal lock to get into the back of the building, and then break down a door, and then fucking fully saw through a safe.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and then they were out of there. That's a huge
It
deal.
had to be someone who knew what was in there. Where the
Yeah,
safe
and
was.
now
What-
it's just making me think about all the people I worked with
Yeah.
at that time, thinking like, God, there's
Yeah.
someone I was working with.
Was it like the
Must
guy
have.
who owned it had got in with the mafia or something?
Who knows?
and,
Who
yeah,
knows?
Owed someone a lot of phones.
Who knows? I don't work there.
He's like, I'm
anymore.
good for it. I got a safe full of phones in my thing. It's one of those safes so you can just drill the whole front door off.
Well, guys, trick question, gun to your head, and it's a 2-part question. What would you do with all that fucking money, and what wouldn't you do?
Morgan.
What would you not do? What would you do? What would you do with
Name
all
three
that
things you
money?
do and three things you wouldn't do.
What are the top answers for what would
There
you
was a guy
do?
that won.
Lifetime supply of beer.
Hey, whoa.
I would not do that because I hate
that's-
beer.
Yeah, you don't want to just become an alcoholic
No.
with your money. There was a guy that won like
With my alcohol,
$4.8
maybe.
million in the lottery in Canberra recently, and I saw this like headline article in the Canberra Times about it, and I'm like, don't. It didn't have his name, but it said he was in his 20s. I'm spreading all
Lives
the word
on this
now.
street.
He was in his 20s. He worked for defense,
my
and he
God.
took the day off sick when he found out because he was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to call in sick today and just figure out what I'm going to do." Right?
Yeah, that
I'm like,
could
that narrows it down
easily be
like there are
identified.
definitely going to be people that work with that guy that know who he is now,
Yeah.
and that's a good amount of money, but it said he was doing it in the one where you get like a monthly payment. So it was like you don't get it all at once. For the next 20 years, he gets $20,000 a month, right?
Cool.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You still have to, I don't know, save up for a bit to buy a house. Like you got to just not spend it for like months or whatever. Yeah. But I'm like, everyone knows this, and he said in the article, I guess, that he was gonna keep his job because he was like, I'm not gonna just, you know, he doesn't actually have all the money yet. Like it's just like you don't have to worry about it, but you don't get it all at once. I was like, this is so much detail to put into a newspaper that will like fuck this guy's life up
Potentially.
Like,
Well, I mean, I think just if I was him, I'd probably just like get out of Dodge. Just like move to a regional area. Obviously, you're going to need a blend.
Well, this is the problem,
A
because
blender,
when these
like
guys
a
move
Nutri-
to regional areas
bullet
and country
thing,
towns,
yeah.
they start trying to be relatable
yeah,
and talking about
he'd get caught
bands.
the second he says Arca Darka.
Yeah, he would be sent
Like, that's
back.
that Canberra millionaire that fucking tried to come in.
Yes, it is that man.
So yeah, that's what I would not do is tell anyone.
Yeah, but you'd have all the money to go out and buy all your Akadaka CDs
Yeah.
and get people to tell you what the CDs are
I
like.
don't know why I was actually thinking about this the other day. Like, if I had like won a huge sum of money.
What's huge though?
Let's say, well, I'm sure it depends, right? So, what's 7% of $1 million? $70,000.
Yeah.
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 So
So you
Yes.
can live off the interest of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd just like, let's say I won $10 million
Yeah.
then, and put it in a high interest bank account, and then just treat that as my income, like the interest as my income, and then just live a fine life and not have to go to work. And just
How does that work though? Do you have
all
to wait a
day.
year to have earned that interest? Or you're getting like a monthly like
Yeah, you'd wait a year and then you'd manage. I mean, you know, you still got $10 million in the bank, so you still got money.
wait, so you're not paying off your house or buying a new house or getting some new
I guess I'd buy a house, and then the rest.
that's
and
like $1 million there, even just for
okay,
like
all
an
right. So
average
I
one.
win $11 million then. All right?
I think you're both wrong. I think put it all on black.
Yeah.
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 Simply put,
I mean,
on black.
yeah.
I put it all on Jack.
With the BLM movement, you've got to.
They have their stock is rising. They're getting more support. They've been killed by a lot of cops, but that was back in the day and I think they're on the rise.
I meant red.
Oh.
Oh.
I mixed them up.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the green one? Double
So
zero
I
and
did
zero.
win like a few $100 million like 2 weeks ago, and I put it
yeah.
all into GameStop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you work at Defence and you took the day off, didn't you? To do
Yeah.
that. To put
Keep
that
hearing
into
Yeah.
about all this stuff about GameStop. Whatever happened to GameStart? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would
Let's just
like to
get back
start a
in the
game.
game.
You know what I mean?
I've been hearing a lot about
Sick of
GameStop. What
stopping.
happened to Go-Go Stop?
Yeah.
You know?
What did happen to Go-Go Stop? We need more of that on our television screens.
Wow, what a
Should we
game.
do a quick-
What a game. Children proceed down a chessboard where they don't know what's underneath each tile, and the tile tells them whether they fucked up or whether they continue down. It's just an absolute
bad.
chance shit show.
If you mix that up with Burjo's catchphrase, like when they stand on a screen or like a tile that reveals part of the catchphrase, then you might have a stew going.
But they can't see the catchphrase because they're standing
exactly.
on it.
It was always so confusing. The kids didn't know what to do because
keep
half
trying
their
to
foot
move.
was covering what was
But
on
if
the.
they step onto another square, they get zapped by the square, and the host's like, "Don't you move! Don't you fucking move! No, you can't see it."
And the host is
It's
Andrew
Andrew
O'Keefe
O'Keefe.
after
Andrew
a
O'Keefe.
six-pack
He's
of beer.
lying on his back smoking a cigarette.
All right, just to play out the movie, there's like 3 more things that happen. Lenny and old woman.
It does
happy.
a photo wrap up montage thing, right? Or like a
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
get a home together and it's real happy. And then the
they-
guy gets to be with the blonde woman from his dreams that he's never met. But
Yeah.
there's still like carryover information from there. It's
Yeah.
pretty confusing and
So
dumb.
yeah, the story is like Cal just decided to remain friends with Betty, and instead he like hooked up with this blonde bikini chick that was from his dreams and potentially on the front of a bus ad at the beginning of the movie. But really, I guess
she's
for the
the
condoms,
Munt,
the ad for the
the
condom.
Munt condom model.
yes. And then there's also a bit where they're like, we took the ashes of General Walt, or who was never actually in the army. We tried to get him buried at Arlington, which is like the military cemetery. They said no because he was never in the army, so they just throw his ashes like over a cemetery fence.
But it wasn't it like a wasn't it like the war hero cemetery or something? That's what I.
Yeah, they said he got rejected from one, and then maybe they just rode
I
past
think they
one and
threw
threw
one
it over.
Hey, what about this 7-Eleven, Terry?
Yeah.
7-Eleven,
What
Terry.
about
Hold on,
that?
say it again.
Oh,
And he got
7-Eleven,
in the fucking
Terry.
theatre
I
sports
know.
team over me.
I reckon that's got weight.
Hey,
Yeah.
you and me,
I reckon
we'll
that
go
holds
in
weight.
with our characters
Yeah.
next year.
Well, the thing is, you're
To some high school theatre sports.
Get the fuck out of here, you weird old
You
man.
graduated 20 years ago. It's sick.
Yeah, but what about 7-Eleven, Terry? Hey, kids, what do you think?
Hey mate, it's Johnny Depp. I've got my dogs in Australia and I shouldn't do so.
Johnny, you shouldn't do so.
Australian customs are not to be
Johnny shouldn't do
messed
so.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard apologizing in that video is like so funny. Have you seen it?
No,
they're
I
like
think you've asked me
hostages.
this before.
No, it's
We
so
would
good.
like
I think
to apologise.
wasn't Barnaby Joyce like the head of immigration?
Barnaby Joyce was like, I want those dogs dead.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, they brought their dogs in on like a private plane, and they hadn't been like, I don't know, gone through Australian customs properly. He's like, just because you're Hollywood doesn't mean you can bring your dogs in my country. And then they sued them and stuff, and then it ended up with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard having to do this like scripted apology video where they're like, Australian customs are not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
We should all adhere to their rules and regulations. It's so fun.
And all the Australian headlines were like, the worst performance Johnny Depp's ever given.
Because he
didn't do a very good
What about a new Australian game show called Barn or Bee Joyce, and it's hosted by Barnaby Joyce, and he just presents pictures. Barn or Bee.
What's
He
it
puts
gonna
his
be?
hand into like a wooden door, and on the other side is either barn animals or bees.
Yep, that one's peace. All right, we'll be back after this ad break.
Barn or Bee Joyce.
Okay, so
They're all bees tonight.
the last thing is Fran Drescher's mum from the Nanny finds her role-playing
Right. She
love
finds a partner,
He finally finds him in the priest
Yes.
from earlier that was had fallen off the wagon.
So we cut to her. She's
But we
in
only
like
see
a
his
tight
behind first. We
female
don't get to
sexy
see who it is.
police outfit, and we're behind a guy in a lollipop outfit. And we're like, "Is this Cal again?"
Because
But
we'd
no.
already see. Did someone explain
Yeah,
earlier that
was
scene
the
happened?
nurse sex scene.
Yeah, sorry.
And then it turns out to be the priest, the horny priest.
yeah, and he's like, you're probably not going to want to see this.
Yeah, he literally looks
Looks
down the
down the
camera
barrel
and
of
he's
the
like,
camera.
"Things are about to get nasty. You ain't gonna want to see
Which
this."
is what he said at the wedding when they were about to kiss.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to see this.
But now he does want to see this.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to see
So
it.
then
he
the
didn't want to
credits
see that
hit,
'cause he
right?
was jealous
And when the
'cause he
credits
loved it.
hit, I'm expecting some either outtakes or some deleted scenes,
Or some
maybe some of the sexier blooper moments. And they start showing something on the side of the screen, like the credits rolling one side. And what are we seeing? We're seeing B-roll from the wedding scene.
Yeah,
and you're
really
expecting
jarring.
something to happen, but it's not. It's just like cut scenes from a wedding sequence that they filmed way too much of. So we saw it in the movie and it was like a couple of minutes. This does a full reception. There's crane shots. There's 30 extras. They do a whole dance. They do a conga line. It gets dark. Like
it's
they literally
nighttime.
just filmed a whole day of wedding and then they were like, we've got a lot of wedding footage that we are not using. And the producers are like, I spent 10 grand hiring that fucking crane. You're putting that in the movie one way or the other. And then they put it at the end, and it was not entertaining.
And it looks, I
looked
mean,
nice.
credit to
It
them.
looked
It
like-
looks
Some
amazing.
of the best footage.
It is
It
to die
looks
for.
incredible.
You realize how
so
long that
ironic.
wedding scene
Yeah.
was? It was like the Godfather wedding.
It's like a Vince Gilligan wet dream.
No, you know what it is? It's like
It's like Vince
Michael
Gilligan's
Cimino's
having a
movie,
wet
The
dream
Deer
and
Hunter.
everyone's
It's like a
invited.
sensory.
has anyone seen The Deer
overload.
Hunter? That literally has like 45 minutes of wedding
Yeah.
at the beginning of it before it gets good.
Yeah.
And that's what this was.
It was that. But the Deer Hunter.
I'm just
is a bit
imagining
more
like a
real.
really, like the director just going, no, I want the whole sequence. And they're like, you'll probably just use them. And he's like, no, we're doing day tonight. I want them to get tired. You know, when you're at the end of a wedding when everyone's tires are loose and they're just like, it's nighttime and they're dancing. I want to go all the way to the end. And they're like, that's 100 shots. It'll take us 2 days to shoot it. That's what my vision is for this movie, all right? It's The Deer Hunter.
This was meant to be a sequel to Deer Hunter, but they couldn't get De Niro.
Is that like the Crocodile Hunter?
That's from the Deer
Why do they love Titty Mouse so much?
Titty Mouse.
Why do they love Titty Mouse?
Titty Mouse, I feel like I only know that from The Simpsons.
Yeah,
but
that's people
from Bad
referencing
Thing.
the Deer Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, cultural osmosis is how I experience most classic
They're
films.
saying get back in the water cage and drown, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
they're
I
saying.
only watch pieces of shit, and then I guess
I like movies where people almost drown. I like A Clockwork Orange. Somebody
Somebody
almost
drowns,
dies and drowns. Aladdin. He almost drowns in Aladdin.
Friday the 13th. Jason drowns.
Oh, Jason drowns.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one.
Alexander?
I haven't seen it. Which one?
Jason
In
Alexander.
this movie, someone almost drowns, and then she farts.
She farts
Farts her way out of
That was my favorite part of the movie.
was
Anything
that?
that involves drowning.
I
Yeah,
love
I lost
moments
it,
like
yeah.
that. I love moments because I know that there are people out there
The
that like,
Prestige.
that are really.
Oh, yeah,
she
yeah.
does drown.
a good one.
Yes, Scarlett Johansson. But there are people out there that have like a fetish for like women farting on them. You know,
Okay.
and so they're watching a movie like this,
Fartish.
and you think it's a teen sex comedy, but this movie was like very PG-13, no nudity, no swearing.
Not
And
many characters.
So
either.
just a moment like that is like, there's a guy out there who's like, this movie fucking rocks because Fran Fine's mum lays face down in a pool, ass up,
Yeah.
and
he's
just
like,
lets rip.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And everyone else is
yeah.
not laughing in the cinema, but he's like, oh yes,
He can't keep quiet. He's like, oh, shit. Yeah. He can't keep it down.
All right, let's rate this thing. I'm gonna jump right in with a solid 3. I don't think it was ever gonna be anything else. I just thought, yeah, man, it's the magic number.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
solid 3, he reckons.
I think solid 3.
That's
I mean,
funny
I-
because just before we started recording, I watched you do a solid 2. So you were playing Solitude.
You were playing Solitude.
Solitaire.
took a shit.
Solitaire.
Yeah.
I'm going to add that to the score.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking because I'm pretty sure last time I did a big rating.
Yeah, I
did.
saw you in the toilet do a big solid rating.
That's so rating.
And
Remember
now
that show?
I feel regretful on how wildly I've rated some of these movies because now I don't have any kind of scale that makes sense. It's like a Terry Gilliam movie. It's all over the place.
I didn't enjoy this one. I really didn't like this one.
No.
This is one of the worst ones we've watched.
I don't know if it dragged as much as some of the other ones.
I don't
though.
think
like,
it did,
Folks
no.
was fucking. That's
It was
horrendous.
better than Folks.
Some of
What
them,
did
But it wasn't funny. Like, it wasn't really at all funny. And some of the ones that haven't been funny have been more funny than this one.
Yeah.
So I give it a 3.
I think that it didn't drag because it had that optimism throughout. Like this is going to end very soon.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't possibly throw another spin.
It was
curveball.
fast enough. I mean, it wasn't fast
and
enough, but it was fast.
I don't think I hated any of the performances either. Like there was
Yeah.
nothing. Like the scenes were long, but the performances were pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Fran's
writing
mum-
was just not funny.
Fran's
right?
mum did
Nah.
make me sick sometimes, like nauseous. But,
Because of sexiness.
there was one particular part where she literally reached into her cleavage and started pulling out her breasts, and it was just the tone of it was not right. Was not right for the movie. Like it wasn't funny. You know what I mean? Like it was meant to be amusing,
Yeah.
but it was just kind of sickening.
What's your score?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
All right, I'm going to give it a
104.7.
I'm going to give it a 3.9. I thought it was slightly better than you guys did.
Serviceable.
Yeah. Is that the end of the
Do you have a
podcast?
service a bull?
No.
No, good. All right.
How would that sound, Morgan?
Bro.
Wait, is that the bull or is that the guy? This is the bull going, oh yeah, that's it. That's the spot. That's the spot.
Oh boy, we did it. We did another podcast. Thank you so much for listening to Truly Rotten Potatoes, the podcast all about the movies you don't want to watch.
Next
and
week,
we don't want to watch
we'll be
either.
watching Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2.
We'll be watching a
Sorry.
Super Babies :
Have you guys seen Baby Genius 1? I've seen Baby Genius 1.
Maybe as a child on a VHS.
No, I never
Have
saw
you
that.
guys seen Baby Genies?
It was either that or it was cats and versus dogs.
Yeah, Cats and
Cats
Dogs
and
was around at the same
10,000
time.
years give you such a kick in the neck. I'm the genie's baby. That's the opening.
That's
scene.
from Aladdin, isn't it?
Yeah. What would Robin Williams in Baby Genies sound like?
Baby Genies.
Hey, ooh, I don't know if I. How do you do a young Robin
Fuck,
Williams?
we've already watched a
I think I shit
baby
my
talking
pants.
movie. We watched Look Who's Talking Now. There was
Yeah.
dogs and babies talking.
You want to watch Look
Yeah.
Who's Talking Now? I don't have time.
No.
Yes.
End transmission.